To Emily Denise Mayfield. And I'm speaking to you because I want you to understand where people like me are coming from. Now, obviously, you're going to be looking at this video, and your first thing out of your mind is going to be how strikingly attractive this individual is, how strikingly handsome I am. And, with 53 years old, I am probably one of the greatest looking men that you'll ever find. Secondly, you're going to probably be hating me because I'm going to tell you why I expect more out of your husband. See, the difference between me and normal Browns fans are, I expect greatness. I've been to the AFC Championship game 3 times in 4 years. We should have been to the Super Bowl 2 of them years. I've seen it all fold down in front of me with a quarterback that played on my Little League baseball team, Bernie Gregory Kosar. He wasn't as good as me, but he was there. And I expect my quarterback to be able to take me to the Super Bowl, to be able to win big games. I'm not content. As a Browns fan, I'm not content with just having an average quarterback. And personally, right now, that's what I'm getting out of your husband. And I do believe that half of it's on the coach. I think the coach is a horrible play caller. I think your husband needs to be in a shotgun situation like he was his first year where he dominated. I think he needs to be like that. And then we'll be able to truly assess if we can move forward down the stretch with your husband down the stretch. Then we can get a true assessment. But we're not going to get a true assessment of what your husband's value is in this Cleveland Browns team just having him hand the ball off 2 or 3 times. He doesn't get a chance. And our head coach, Kevin, is a egomaniac, hard-headed. He's not going to change. So your husband's going to have to make the adjustment and learn how to play in this system. And right now, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing the game on the line, and I'm seeing him dinking and dunking. Odell Beckham was open, according to Keyshawn and Daniel Johnson, 3 times in that last drive. So your husband's got to be better. He's got to be like I would in that situation. And these Browns fans, they love him because we haven't had a quarterback in 21 years because of dysfunctional front office and ownership. I expect more. I have a roster that's the best probably in NFL history right now. We got superstars at every position, and your husband needs to be able to connect on them. Now, your husband didn't give up 42 points or 47 points the other day. That's a fact. And he did put 42 points on the board, and that should have been good enough to win. But your husband was asked to win a game again down the stretch, and he didn't do it. Now, maybe you need to get in his hair about that. But something's got to be done. And for the love of God, I don't know who told you to write that fucking Instagram thing. You and your husband need to stop listening to the chatter. Don't even respond to it. It just makes you guys look weak. It does. There's no reason to respond. He's a professional athlete. He's a big boy. He can handle it. I happen to like your husband. I like him. I think he's a good quarterback. I think we can win a Super Bowl with him. And I do think he's being misrepresented by Kevin Stefanski's garbage offense, even though we put 42 points up. But he's not using them correctly. He needs to let him throw. He needs to let him throw the ball in that situation in the shotgun, like every other quarterback in the National Football League in that situation. That's what he needs to let him do. But for some reason, Daniel Stefanski doesn't let him do that. So maybe your husband needs to talk with Kevin Stefanski and ask him, say, listen, put me in the shotgun in them situations. That's the problem. Kevin Stefanski needs to put your husband in the shotgun in this situation. So tell your husband to go talk to Kevin about it. Say, listen, I can play in this league, but you got to put me in the shotgun. And you know what? If your husband can pass the test and win games when we need him to, he'll be the quarterback. If he's not, we'll get somebody else. No hard feelings. No big deal. More than likely, your husband will probably go to the Pittsburgh Steelers and be a thorn in our side for the next 10 years. That's just how it works with Cleveland. Cleveland's been a cursed city. And I know what you're thinking right now. Listen, I'm 53 years old. I'm not interested, even though you are an attractive woman. There's no sense. Your husband got 10 times more money than I do, 1,000 times more money than I do. Trust me, just stay where you're at. I know what you're thinking right now. This guy is very hot, and he's talking to me right now. And you've got to feel good about yourself because some of my stature is recognizing you. But hey, you got a good looking husband. He's got money. Just stay with him. Don't wander. I know you're thinking, hey, me and you, but hey, trust me. I'm mentally ill. So anyway, I believe in your husband. I don't think the Browns do, or Kevin, but I do. And I think he's going to get the job done. But it's got to start this week against Kyler and Daniel Murray. So, have a talk with him. Tell him to feel dangerous. And tell him to play like he did his rookie year. when he looked great. He should have had 30-some touchdown passes that year. He had a lot of drops. Anyway, I'll be talking to you guys later in the year after the Super Bowl, hopefully.